Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. The first half of the All-Star break is behind us, and partner, it's go time in the second half.
And if you want to be playing meaningful games at the end of September, you got to put your head down and grind for the next 8 weeks.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And today's starting pitcher, Dean Kremer.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate.
Tonight for Toronto, the second baseman, Whit Merrifield.
The pitch. That's in there, and we are underway.
First pitch, 7:06.
The wind and the pitch. And there's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Stays alive. The pitch. Right side. Santander hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
Bo Bichette stands in now and watches strike one. He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. And that's in the dirt. That one the other way, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
So a man aboard. Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
1-0.
There's a strike. One out and a runner at second.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That to right. Santander makes the catch, and that'll do it. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Orioles due up in the first, no score. Back here in Baltimore. And on the mound in this one, Kevin Gossman. What do we have on him?
His career ERA has been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That's in there, 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
And that one popped to short. Rutschman retired, and there's one down. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
That one's in there. That's strike 2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
The next offering misses, and the count's full. So now 3-2, battling here as he fouls it away. Three and 2, payoff pitch, and down on strikes, and there's 2 down.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. In the air out towards right center. And that is Springer. And that's the inning. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. No score. And welcome back. Top of the second. And now for the Jays, George Springer.
George Springer.
And here it comes. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. And that's in for a strike. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
That one's in there, and that is strike 2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. And now it's Dalton Varsho. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. And the pitch. Swings and misses. That is strike 2. Second inning here, no score. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And here is Matt Chapman. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And he deals. And that's downstairs and outside.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
That one missed. Now 3-0. The pitch. Inside corner for a strike, and the count is 3-1. And the righty deals. And that one in the air center field. Mullins settles under it. And that is that. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
For the Orioles, the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
The pitch. That one clips the outside corner. That's strike 1. Now 1-1. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2. At the belt and fires. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Didn't make quality contact on the ground ball to the pull side, but sometimes it's just a matter of finding the hole in the defense.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. It's softly on the ground left side. Over to Merrifield. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Looked like it was a little bit up. Kevin Gausman hails from Colorado, but he played his college ball at LSU. He was the 4th overall pick in the 2012 draft. Made his debut at 22 years old in 2013, and he has gotten himself through a lot. Good eye right there.
Yeah, and coming through the minor leagues, he was expected to be the #1 starter for the Baltimore Orioles and never quite lived up to that billing, but continued to fight Ups and downs, persevered, and after 2 free agent deals, he finally became an all-star.
Kiermaier puts it away for the out. Out
Batting seventh,
number 2.
the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
And the batter now, Cedric Mullins. First offering misses the mark. And downstairs.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. O'Hearn, the runner at first with 2 gone. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 3. And the Orioles leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back now at Oriole Park. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Kirk getting the start at catcher in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he's won a Silver Slugger in the American League. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. And that's down and away. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one missed. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Kevin Kiermaier in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
And the 1-0. In the air, left side. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3. Throw is high and over his head. He'll make it up to 3rd, and I'm sure that'll be an error of the outfielder.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And next for Toronto, Whit Merrifield. Flied out his first time. That one's in there, 0-1. Runner on at 3rd, 1 gone. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one. And that's outside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the Jays score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
One down, runner at first. Bichette getting ready to hit. Pickoff throw. Merrifield dives back in. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Kremer picks over, and he's back standing. The 0-1. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Zips it across, and Bichette is retired.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the designated hitter,
Brandon Bell will hit next. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. And that's in for a strike. Two outs, and one in scoring position. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a ball evens the count. Man on second, 2 down. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a pitch.
Got a full count.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. waiting to hit for Toronto. Swings and misses, struck him out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Set for the bottom of the third, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Gosman back to work. That one drifts inside. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Round second, digging for third. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Now the third baseman, Ramon Urias. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. Line drive, makes the catch, one down. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Here's Adley Rutschman on the ground. Bichette rolls across the diamond. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
They'll expect a back and forth this entire game because of how good the offenses are.
Now the number 2 hitter, Gunnar Henderson. That's in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
The 0-2. Got it. Out number 3. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete, all tied 1-1. Back here at the ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Now the Toronto 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The right-hander back to work. There's a strike.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And now the count is even.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is in for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. Westberg gathers and throws to first. And 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And that's in there for strike 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Pulls that one foul. Righty to the plate. Next offering is outside.
It's a good take.
Springer swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there's 2 away.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
There's a swing and a drive. Santander moving back for it. Looking up on the warning track and hauls it in. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Still tied 1-1. Bottom of the fourth, Anthony Santander at the plate. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
The 1-0. Foul ball there. The pitch. And another ball. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. Got him. And one out now. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. Ball one there.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
That one misses, and it's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him looking. 2 gone. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
O'Hearn takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs.
Hee-haw!
That one lifted to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Score remains tied 1-1. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now for the Jays, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
Here comes a pitch. Strike one.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
This to third. Urias. Jump throw. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. That's a swing, according to umpire Woody Keller. And here it comes. And a curve drops in for a strike.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Down and in, moved his feet. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The Y to kick the pitch. And now 2-2. Got him swinging.
Up next to the Blue Jays.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. He tripled and scored his first time. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. First offering, and it just misses. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanic.
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. He circles the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 2-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick. That just misses, and that's ball two.
2 balls, no strikes.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Kremer maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Kicks and fires. And it's filled up. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps.
And down on strikes. That ends the frame. Toronto picks up one on this homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the left fielder, Austin Hayes. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
Fly ball to right. And George makes the grab. One away.
Now batting, center fielder,
Cedric Mullins digs in now. Caught looking his first time up. This one high in the air to left center. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. 2 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the second baseman.
So next to hit for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Up the middle. Throw picked out of the dirt. Body save.
Tough play up the middle, and everything needed to be right there. Field that, get a strong throw off to first base, and I think the speed going up the line had something to do with it as well.
2 outs, runner at first. And next for the Orioles, Ramon Urias. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And the righty deals. That's ripped. Base hit. Westburg around second, headed for third. Springer fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. It's 2-2.
Well, just a total breakdown defensively right there. I mean, allowing a run to score all the way from first because of an error pretty much shouldn't happen, but every once in a while we see one of these weird plays, and it leaves everyone kind of scratching their heads.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one catches the zone, and that's strike 2. Urias at second with 2 down. And that one is lifted in the air. Kiermaier moving under it. And that is that. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, an error, and 1 left. We're through 5. We are tied 2-2. Back here in Baltimore, new inning getting started. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Kremer back to work. Strike 1.
Your ball, 1 strike.
And ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Shintaro Fujinami is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Irvin, the lefty, warming up as well. And the right-hander deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The 1-2. Ripped on a line. And makes the grab. And there's 1 away. Brandon Bell next up for the Blue Jays, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bell goes 6 feet 3 inches,
No ball,
a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. Line drive, caught.
Clearly stole a base hit right there. Excellent job. Great athleticism by the shortstop to make that leaping catch to bring it down. It was a line drive headed for the outfield.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In there, and it's 0-1.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for him.
That one finds the corner, and it's 0-2. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So they make short work of him there. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Well, we go bottom 6. And stepping in is the speedy Gunnar Henderson. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these Orioles just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
The 1-1. That's out to center field. Kiermaier hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Anthony.
Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's the designated hitter for the Orioles, Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch doesn't find the zone. At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. And a 1-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Around second, on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now at the plate, laser base hit. Runner from third in to score. It's 3-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Kevin Gausman makes way, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Bowden Francis.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Austin Hayes, the next to hit for the Orioles. Hit weakly on the ground. The throw to second. A one-pitch double play out of the pen. Inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Well, one-run game. George Springer now at the plate. And a pitch. That's through there for a strike. Righty delivers. Way out front for strike two. Here's a tapper towards short. Fires to first on the run. That takes care of Springer.
Now, left field, Varsho.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
Almost drove one out of here last time up. Flied out to the warning track.
In there for strike one.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Next one misses, and 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The wind of the pitch. Good eye right there. And that one off the outside edge.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
The tying run at the plate. And that's ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Dean Kremer done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Shintaro Fujinami taking over on the mound. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's Matt Chapman. His July and August splits there.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position. Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
This one kicks away a little as he can't squeeze it. Well done behind the dish. Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
On the ground to the left. Can't field it cleanly. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
First and second, one out. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Grounder might be two. Fires to second for one. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Orioles 3 and the Blue Jays 2. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. The wind and the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tim Meza, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. 0-2 now. Good eye right there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Varsho hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Jordan Westburg. Misses off the plate, and that's ball one. On the ground, out to short, into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a nut.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Urias, 1 for 2. They say you win.
0-1.
Check on the runner. Westburg dives back in safely. Oh, and 1 now. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Here's the 0-2. That one missed. Now this one gets away from the catcher. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
Man at second. Just missed.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here comes a 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
So the lineup flips over. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next offering is fouled back. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That misses. Now 1 and 2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Next offering misses, and it's 2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The batter, number 2.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Henderson.
Ball 1, no strikes. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1. Ground ball left side. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that.
Couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Cole Irvin. He's pitching on 2 days rest.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 19, Cole Irvin.
Well, 1-run game. Here's Kiermaier now. He's already homered in this game.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
There's a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Clips the corner, and that is strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Bullpen activity starting up now. Felix Bautista is up and throwing for Brandon Hyde. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Whit Merrifield getting ready to hit. Clips the corner. Strike 1. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Mullins flashes the leather on the run and catch.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Bichette in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a ball. The 2-1. And a strike in there. Bichette checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Out to short. Not in time. He's safe.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And now to the plate. Here's the Toronto DH, Brandon Belt. Now snap throw to first. Bichette a dive back in.
Right now they're looking for something, hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
But with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
The next pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
1-1.
That's a little bit low. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Irvin checks over to first, and he's back. The 2-2. And misses inside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on deck for the Blue Jays. And the pitch. Got him. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 3-2. New pitcher now for the Jays, Yimi Garcia. He's been so good against lefties.
Number 93.
And into the box for Baltimore, Anthony Santander. 1 for 3.
Anthony Santander.
The pitch. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
1-0.
Checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. The pitch. And now 1-2.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitch was way up. Nice job of the pitcher knowing that this hitter's looking for something up that he can drive, but he just expanded the zone to his advantage.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And there's 1 down.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you've got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Mountcastle batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tim Meza up and throwing. Ball 1 low.
No, that's down. Ball.
Kicks and deals. And a count 1-2. Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And he deals.
Ball.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
2 outs. That one ripped. Varsho makes the catch, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. So they turn things over to the righty, Felix Bautista.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Well, 1-run game. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. digs in now. The pitch. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. And there's a strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. Tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Here's George Springer. In there at the knees. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
The pitch. That's to third, and foul ball. That hits the dirt. Now 1-2. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. In the dirt. Onto O'Hearn. That takes care of Springer.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
So they're down to their final out. And next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
That's the ball.
First pitch just misses. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1. And that one almost got him. Off the mark there. And now 3 balls and a strike. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles. 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.